What's up guys, this is Yash, and in today's video we are taking a good turn. We're taking a good turn on something which is a big problem for a lot of people. Today we're going to do a tutorial about how to use Photoshop for products. So now what I'm trying to do over here is not to create a big Photoshop tutorial, because I am like an intermediate level of Photoshop, but I could tell you 3 to 5 different things that you could use on Photoshop to make your products look better. Because it is not just enough to just click a picture and post it on your website, because it's not going to kind of work out the way you thought it would. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a product, click the picture with our iPad, and work on it on Photoshop with it. After we're done working on Photoshop, I'm going to put in a link for the alternative way to Photoshop. There are pros and cons to it. Pros, it's quicker than Photoshop. Pro number 2, it is easier to use than Photoshop. But the con, the picture quality is not that great, the resolution's not that great, and you have to create an account. So those are the pros and cons. Let's jump right into it. So I'm gonna pick up my iPad and we're going to try to do good pictures of these headphones that I have from LG. So we're gonna put these headphones down and I'm gonna take a picture of them. So stick with me guys, I'm trying to take a picture here. Alright, so I'm going to try to take a picture of these headphones. I'm going to try to remove all the cables, and I'm going to stand up for this one guys. So I'm going to remove this cable that is coming in the middle, put it over here. So this what I took, I specifically and personally thought through when I'm using my white table, because I would really recommend going and getting a white sheet, a chart paper, or anything which is a white base, because it's much easier, because contrast is what you're looking for in a picture. So I'm going to take a picture on the white table. And guys, remember, lighting is key, so you need to have good lighting. So this is the picture that we got of these headphones. So we'll try to work on these pictures on Photoshop now. So I'm gonna go ahead, and now you guys see me, like you should see this big screen right up here and me here. So okay, now that you're seeing it, let's try to send this picture first, right? So I'm gonna airdrop this picture into my MacBook, trying to be cool here, all cool. So we're gonna send this through airdrop, accept it, save to downloads. Perfect. So now that I've gotten this, I have the picture already, and let me bring it to on the screen. This is how the picture looks right now. If you look closely, let me zoom in into the picture. You see these shadows over here? We probably won't need them, and we want them to be crisp and cut well. The good thing is almost everything is well, other than this little dent that I have on my table. So I'm gonna try to make this picture look good. Not that button, minus. Okay, so zoom in and zoom out function. How to do it is hold the command key and hit the plus, it's gonna zoom in. Hold the command key and hit the minus, it's gonna zoom out. So that's how you do that. So let's bring this picture into Photoshop. File, not that. Why do I always hit the wrong buttons at the wrong damn time, yo? So open, then we go to downloads, and then we get the picture. So guys, just a reminder again, I am not going crazy with this video. I'm just kind of working around the whole thing. I'm not going to be telling you how to use Photoshop, and not saying that this is the only way of actually editing this kind of picture, but there are a million ways to skin a cat. Million ways, 1,000, 100. I don't know how you say it, but that's the quote I'm trying to quote here. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna go. This is the picture that we got. So now the thing is, you see that this picture is not centered. It is completely off, right? There's a lot of more space on the left hand side, really low space on the right hand side. So right here, let me try to set up my Photoshop so it looks exactly how your Photoshop should look from out of the box. So you go Windows, Arrange, Workspace, and you go Essentials. Once you do that, it's gonna have the same setup like this. What Photoshop are you using? Let me show you that information. We are using CS6. So Photoshop CS6, I don't know why I'm using that. I have CC2, but I don't know why I'm using that, but we're gonna use this now. I'm not gonna go ahead and download the next freaking software for you guys, right? But anyways, so from the top, we're gonna come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth tool is the crop tool. So we're gonna use a crop tool to actually come in. As you come in, the grid lines come on, and you try to put it in the center. So this picture is much squarer than before. So you select the how much area, the gray area is going to get cut off, the rest of the area is going to be saved. Hit the enter key, enter or return key. So you're going to do it now. Ba-bam! So now you just have the headphones kind of centered out. Now look at the top and look at the bottom. The bottom has less space and the top has more space. So staying at the same tool, the fifth tool from the top, the crop tool or the shortcut key is C. The letter C, cat, C as in cat, C as in crop. So hit the C key and we are going to drag this down and try to center the headphones again right there and hit enter. So now we're in the middle with the headphones. So we use one tool and that is called the crop tool. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description with the shortcut key on Photoshop. So we're gonna just talk about 3 to 5 different tools that we could use in Photoshop to make the product look good. So first one was crop, very important. After that, I always recommend having pictures in squares instead of rectangles, because what it does for you is a square shape is much more perceivable on a phone, because say this is your phone, a square picture would take up that much space and the name of the thing would show underneath. Say it's an iPad, it is a rectangular screen, so a square picture would take that much space and underneath your website is going to show the name. So this is what you need. You want the picture to be square and not rectangle. So you have that, and say your picture was tilted, like say you took a wrong shot, was tilted. So what we could do is like we could turn it around too, like you see how we just tilted it, and we could like scroll back out and try to hold and save how it looks. But we're not going to do that, so the shortcut key is escape, because it's going to take it back before how the crop was. So now I'm going to talk to you about the magical tool, my favorite tool in Photoshop. It does, hold up, why do I have notifications? Anyways, this is one of my favorite tools on Photoshop, and the name of the tool is the magic wand tool. The letter to the shortcut is W, and you hit the W key and it's going to be up, or it is right there in the corner, the fourth tool from the top. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, wand, magic wand. The tool itself is called the magic wand because it's magical. Look at this. I click on it and it automatically selects the same looking area. I hold command and exit. Look what it is now. It is white. So it's gone. Everything that we did not want is not there anymore. But if I'm gonna zoom in, like I told you, command plus, obviously, you're gonna see that these buttons are so good. We're talking about these buttons right over here, the volume buttons, which kind of protrude out. Hold up. Right there. These protruding buttons are so well taken off because this is an intelligent tool. And we're gonna zoom out. And now you select the next color that you don't want and you just get rid of it, because you don't want them. It's gonna just take care of it for you. So like you see, perfect. I'm just selecting areas and hitting command X and it's taking me to a white background. So let me give you a quick tip. If you want the background to be transparent and you want to replace it with black, which I don't recommend, but still if you want to do it, you go to backgrounds right here, the layer that you are on, it has a lock on it. If it has a lock, that means whatever is in there, it's gonna stay like that. Simply, you could say that. It says some shit like that, but it don't really matter. So what you do, you click on it twice. It's gonna bring you with this thing right here, new layer. So what you do, you change the color to none. Hold up. You click on it twice. Yes, it's gonna bring you to new layer, and you put, say, headphones. I always recommend labeling your layers because it's gonna help you make better product edits, because you're gonna remember what layer has what. So hit OK, and now if I do this, it's gonna give me a blank thing. You see what it is in the back? it is a gray, like if I'm gonna save this video in a PNG, it is gonna have no background whatsoever. So if I want to put in a black background now, which is too dumb to do on a black product, so let's say we are doing a red background or any other color background, I'll tell you how to do that. So I know this picture is not neat, but you could just keep on selecting, but I'm going to use a different color background first and then to go back on editing and taking out all the grays. So right here from the top, let's count this one from the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a tool, a rectangle tool. You click on it and then you choose the color right here, and it's gonna bring you the foreground color, the color picker. Say we take a red color, click OK and make a rectangle right from the top. This is where we are, and this is where we are. Hold up. So we are going to make a rectangle. So just drag, 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 boom. We have a red layer now. Now you'll be like, what the heck, where did my headphones go? If you're new to Photoshop, this is how you're gonna react, because this is how I reacted when I didn't know how to use Photoshop. So anyways, don't worry about it, hit enter. Now you have your rectangle set up. Right over there in the corner, if you look on the right above my head right now. Yeah, on this side, look, it says rectangle 1 and headphones. That is why we labeled the layer. So what it is how layers work. So the bottom layer is at the bottom of the sheet. So if I was say this is it, all right, I'm gonna give you a little logic about it. If you know this part, I would suggest you skip up a little bit, because I'm trying to just tell everyone how to use layers and what layers do. So say we have 3 layers. So this layer is the headphones, so it's at the bottom, and then we put the red triangle on top of it. So obviously when we have it like this, you cannot see the headphones because the headphones are in the back of it, but with a transparent background. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just switch. This is how we have it. We're gonna bring the headphones up top on this, and this is how we're gonna see it. So we're gonna just pull the headphones out and put it up top. So this is what we're doing here. So you're gonna go to headphones, hold on to it, click, and drag right above rectangle 1. Ba-bam! You have your headphones right above the red background. Now you go back to your magic wand tool. Make sure you have headphones selected over here, because if you have rectangle selected, you ain't gonna be able to do anything. But select the headphones, go to the magic wand tool, and you see all the whites over here. You could erase them with the eraser tool. Yeah, this is not how normally the eraser looks. This is how my eraser looks. But anyways, this is how you select. So say your eraser looks some kind of odd, so you go on the top right over here, you select it, you make your size big or small. I say 99 is good enough, hardness is 100% is good. But anyways, you go here and you could just erase the white. This is the white that we have from the table. Now we're going to go in, because it's not done until we have it right. So we go to the magic wand tool back, it's W or the 4th tool from the top. We're gonna select this right here. Perfect. You click on the most specific part, hit Command X. Gone. You go back, hit Command X. You go back, hit Command X. Command X. Command X. Command X. Command X. I always recommend using a darker background, because if you're making t-shirts and stuff and you're trying to edit stuff for t-shirts, I always recommend it, because that way, even if you make a background on transparent, you might miss a few things, but on a darker background you would see them, like this right here, you would miss normally. So let's take the eraser tool and try to get rid of all this little stuff, and I think this is coming out really nicely, guys. Our headphones have started to look good. Let me zoom into the areas I want to still work at, like right here. This is gonna be better with magic wand tool. This is because this is a different shade of gray. How you know that is this. Click over here, look. What I did is I went right over here, right where it says color underneath of it. It's gonna bring us to a color picker. Once we have it, the color picker, we click on this gray. This gray code is right here, 6C, 6C, 64, which is very different from this gray, which is 202126. So it's entirely on a different spectrum. So what that does, email. But anyways, what that does is that tells you that you could actually choose that color with the magic wand tool and it would not select anything else. So you hit cancel, you go back to the magic wand tool, click on that little thing right there. Look how it just selected that, and look how it's just gonna select that, and look how it's just gonna select that. And now that is not too crisp. You could make it crisp two ways. You could go with the eraser tool, make the size small, make the hardness less. Look what the hardness does. Oh. So we're gonna go right here and right here. Alright guys, so I think that's pretty much it. Look how beautifully we have placed our product with no white background. So let me bring out the other pit. Let's save this. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting, and I cannot emphasize enough about how important it is to save your product in the correct resolution and in the correct size. Very important. A lot of people go on crazy and try to save their pictures in high resolutions and in bigger sizes, thinking that the picture quality is going to stay well. But you need to understand that people will be loading that on their phones, on a bad internet connection, or on a shared Wi-Fi. So you want the pictures to load really quickly. In order for them to load quickly, they need to be smaller in size. Makes sense? So in order to have them smaller in size, you save them in smaller sizes. I recommend square pictures, like I said. 1024 by 1024 does the magic for me. When I say 1024 is the pixel size. If you want to do, I would say you could go up to 2200 pixels by 2200 pixels, because that's good enough for a phone and for a good 27-inch screen right here. So you go right up here on the top, hit File, hit Save As, and it's going to bring you the whole shebang. So you hit Desktop, you go over here, hit JPEG, and name it Headphones, and you hit Save. Now is the golden page. It's gonna say JPEG options. How do you want it? I always select the largest size, and I always save quality to 12. Hit OK. I forgot to tell you how to do the size. You go image size, right? Image size on this picture is 3223 by 2784, and the resolution is 72. I'm gonna change the resolution to 100. And I'm gonna change the size of this, and I'm gonna try to keep the pixels kind of work together, because this is the image. So what you want, if you move the width, you want to move the height respective to the width, so that picture's not kind of like stretched out or too smushed stuff together. Like, you replace the biggest number that you see over here in width or height with the dimension of the square that you're looking for. So over here we're gonna put 2000. You're gonna hit OK. It's gonna make the picture look small. And go to image. Going to go to canvas size. And now what canvas size does is, like, there's an image on a canvas. So say I drew this on a canvas. What we want the whole canvas to be a square. Hold up. Let me see if I can make a square. No, this is not going to make a square. This is going to make a square most probably. But anyways, we want it to look like a square. So what we do, we're trying to cut the canvas into the right shape. So there are two ways. Either I could just cut this, or I could add another sheet of rectangle on top to make it a square. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to make it, we're trying to actually cut it this time. So we're gonna put 24 by 24. Hit OK, and ba-bam. Now it's a square. It's a perfect square. You see it? And the good thing about Photoshop is it doesn't take everything from this side or this side. It's just gonna take equal proportions from both the sides and make it a square. So that's perfect. Your product is ready. And if you want to change the color of the rectangle, you go on the rectangle, click twice, and make it kind of like this. Is what I would do maximum. Beautiful. You could sell 5 million of those, bro. This looks so nice. It's perfect. The resolution is quite high. We are at 400% zoom, and this is when it gets cropped up like that. And we are on a 27-inch screen, so we are perfect. So we just scroll out, and look how beautiful that is. Go back, and don't forget to save the changes. Hit save, like go back to your desktop, and look for the picture. Save. Boom. So you have saved them. Now let's go back to our desktop. We'll try to get back to our desktops. But anyways, hide Photoshop. Photoshop is gone. Let me bring this headphone, and this is not how I want it. But anyways, this is the headphone that we have right now. And in downloads is the other headphone that we actually picked up, right? What the frig? Right here. So we could compare now, guys. Like right here, let me zoom in a little bit. Let me zoom in. Okay. And look, these are the two pictures we had initially, and you could tell yourself which one looks better. This is the one that we edited, and this is the one that we clicked on the table. So this is much more neater, the edges are cut much well, and all of this is perfect. So that being done, let me go back and tell you about way of doing your videos better. Doing your pictures better. So I used to use when I did not know much about Photoshop, background remove and stuff. So you go to your Google Chrome, your favorite Google Chrome, you bring in your tab to the side of the screen, the one that we're recording on. We're gonna go all full in. Go right here. It is called Photo Fuse. Link in the description. Don't write it down, I got you. So PhotoFuse.com. So once we have that, it is gonna take us to the main page. Okay, we're gonna go hit new album. Let me do this first. Alright, so it's gonna take us, you have to create an account on PhotoFuse, but this is how it's gonna look. Once you have inside of it, it's called PhotoFuse. I'm already editing it, so I don't want to show you all the pictures I've edited because I don't want to give you intel on my stores and what all stores I have. So that being done, we get into it, we right away edit it, hit on upload photo because obviously they don't know which photo you want to work on. We're going to go back to the downloads and the picture of the headphones. We have the picture of the headphones here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna increase the brightness. I apparently think this needs a little brightness. It has a magic tool too. I don't believe in this tool because it is a little too sensitive. And you go to the highlighter tool. You go to the highlighter tool, and this is where you could actually control the size. I would say go medium width and just go around it. Easy, huh? And you're like, what the frig was I doing with the Photoshop shit? But I hit auto crop here, so it makes it into a square. It tries, but it doesn't do it well. Hit finish. It's gonna do its magic. And let's open the final product. And it's gonna try to load. All right. And the final product is ready. You have shadows on the side, bro. It is almost a square. A few edges have been missing, but this is how it comes in. And now you have to go PhotoFuse Pro to get the extra large image. But you could download a normal large image by just with however you have it. So just go ahead and hit download, and it's gonna download for you. So guys, this is about it. So I think you guys would have learned a thing or two out of this video. I hope it was important and helpful because I know we need to know how to do this product edits because we have to make products look good in order to sell them, and the users are only buying it based on what they see and what they perceive and how they see the quality is. So if you liked and enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button, and hey, hit the like button because that really helps me and tells me what kind of videos you like so I could post more of those. Go in the comment section and tell me if you have any other recommendations other than the magic wand tool, other than the crop tool and stuff, and you want to tell me something different that we could do that. And don't forget, you exactly know what I'm saying. Hit the damn darn button. Hit the damn darn button. Hit the damn darn button. Subscribe.